on TMZ.
Okay, the Diddy trial actually starts today.
So Diddy was in court, and as we expected, he's not in any prison attire. He's wearing a sort of nice sweater, a collared shirt underneath, and his hair's completely gray.
Oh, wow.
You want that?
I know.
Absolutely. I mean, the defense wants that.
Why?
Because you want to make him almost look infirmed.
You want to make him look like Professor Diddy.
Like he looks
And
harmless. It makes him look harmless.
Old men don't freak off that hard.
Lady Gaga found out about the plot to bomb her concert the same way everybody else did, in the news the next day.
Serious?
Yeah. So Lady Gaga, of course, had her show in Rio de Janeiro. 2 million fans showed up to this concert. It was huge.
What?
Officials in Brazil found out there was a plot to bomb the show. They said they didn't want to tell Gaga, so they didn't create a mass panic. Because that's a lot of pressure on her. That's 2 million people whose safety you're kind of responsible for.
And especially somebody like her who really loves her fans.
Chappell Roan would be like,
So David Beckham turned 50 years old. He had like a huge birthday. Well, remember Brooklyn and his younger brother Romeo? They've been like beefing hard, all because the girl that Romeo is dating, she had some kind of something with Brooklyn back in the day. He's not in any of the photos.
So wait. So they're Eskimo brothers.
Yes.
And actual brothers.
And actual brothers.
They're actual brothers.
It's a rare double.
It sure seems like Aaron Rodgers is married.
Married?
Over the weekend, Aaron Rodgers was spotted wearing what appeared to be a wedding band on that.
Really?
Wow.
Was the woman there that he's been dating?
Well, maybe. We don't know. Nobody's seen her.
Who is the girl?
who is
They
it?
initially said a few months ago, call her Brittany with an I. That's all we know about her.
Brittany with an I.
B-R-I-N-T-I?
You
just spelled Branty.
So here we go. The Diddy trial begins and jury selection is now underway. Usually not the most exciting part of a trial, but by far the most crucial, and Diddy's chance to make an impression on potential jurors.
Diddy was in court on Monday. He's not wearing any prison attire. He's got on sort of a nice sweater with a collared shirt underneath. His hair is almost completely gray.
And eyeglasses.
I mean, the defense wants that.
Why?
You want to make him almost look infirmed.
Harmless old man.
In any event, jury selection is going to be a damn difficult task, especially for the defense. The media's been covering the investigation for months, so good luck finding jurors who haven't already formed an opinion.
The interesting thing for me is the defense wants people who believe that there are celebrity sex tapes or minors involved.
None of that is involved in this case, but between all the separate civil lawsuits and all the news reports about them, a lot of jurors may think sex tapes and minors are involved.
I think the defense wants people who believe that
Because then they underdeliver.
because the prosecution underdelivers. And it's sort of like the Peggy Lee song.
You give me fever?
No.
I was like,
Peggy, is that all there is?
No, there's more. Diddy's not on trial for beating Cassie, but the video is admissible, and you can bet everyone in that jury pool has already seen it.
Everybody's got an opinion on this case.
But do you have a moldable mind? Can you change your mind?
If you were the lawyer, how would you ask that question of a prospective juror?
Get them to give a personal example?
Exactly.
Case closed.
That's exactly right.
So it could be something like, I didn't like avocado as a kid, but then I got older and I love avocado now.
Not really.
Changing your minds?
Anyway, it's only day one, and we've got a long road ahead, so stay tuned, everyone.
Justin Bieber had an ideal weekend. He was just ripping the bong with the fellas. So it appears like he is in Iceland doing like a recording session with some other musicians. You see Justin Bieber taking a hit from a massive bong. Like this is a nice size bong.
Doesn't that hurt mess up your vocal cords?
Weed smoke hasn't been proven to damage your vocal cords.
What the hell do you know?
I don't think it has it?
Any sort of intoxicant or smoking in your lungs is going to hurt your vocal.
But then that's like saying breathing would.
No, have you ever heard, do you breathe smoke all the
There's
time?
pollution in the air.
But we all think you guys should be able to smoke all you want, but it doesn't mean it's totally healthy for you, right? I mean,
But you drink and that's not healthy for
I
you, so
know.
why are you coming at us?
Nobody's coming at anybody. We're just pointing at the fact. Good God.
Why are you so defensive about it?
I thought he was coming.
Very attacked.
And you're on both sides. You're a stoner and alcoholic.
I know, but I had to play one side first.
TMZ Pop Quiz.
What's hotter than Sydney Sweeney in Vegas? Sydney Sweeney with Patrick Schwarzenegger and Machine Gun Kelly in Vegas. Damn, it's like a sexy trifecta.
They were there for the opening of the Palm Tree Beach Club at the MGM Hotel. She is getting pretty up close and personal with MGK.
Really?
Oh yeah, lots of hugging and still hugging and arm touching and more arm touching. But hold on, because these two did a movie together in 2021, so they're just old pals, and no one should speculate otherwise.
If this guy goes from Megan Fox to Sydney Sweeney,
Oh my God. If that happens,
Okay, scratch that. Speculate away!
He literally had a baby days ago.
Not days.
Well, everything's days ago, so you kind of like, no days.
A very true but incredibly dumb point.
She's not hooking up with MGK.
I think Sydney Sweeney is just flirty.
And she's in Vegas.
It's also really loud, so she has to get close to him to talk.
It was so loud I had to go back to the hotel room.
Whoa, slow down there, because it's breaking MGK news!
we got MGK and Megan Fox out at Erewhon together.
Well, they're co-parenting, yeah.
You don't have to go grocery shopping with your baby daddy.
that's a domestic thing.
It makes me feel like they're working it out.
What if he has to choose?
Oh.
Boy, that's a hard choice.
You choose the one without the kid. It's your kid!
You still choose the one without the kid.
So, thanks, hugs that last too long. You confuse everybody.
Kevin Costner was out in Rasputin nightclub and he was chatting it up with a girl next to him, a mystery woman. I don't know if he was spitting game, he didn't seem to be dancing with her or anything, but...
She's not famous?
She doesn't seem to be, no.
She's attractive, though.
She looks 10, 20 years younger than he does.
Does he get married again?
Probably not.
No.
Really?
Remember, I think in his first marriage, he had to give half of it away.
And then the second time, she walked with basically nothing.
She got like $60,000 a month in child support.
If you love someone, why do you need to put the certificate on it, you know?
I agree with you.
Because they won't love you until you sign the certificate.
Jackson, listen to me on this.
And you'll be alone for the rest of your life.
No, you won't. You'll be with somebody until you don't want to be with them anymore.
Exactly, and they'll bounce.
No, I just said until you don't want to be, and you're assuming they'll bounce because you're so insecure, you wouldn't conceive in the notion that you would leave.
Well, look at him. He has reason to be insecure.
I'm not insecure. I'm unlikable, but I'm not insecure. I know myself pretty well.
And now TMZ presents Lady Gaga in The Show Must Go On, even when there's a bomb threat, but actually that could upset the star, so let's just not tell her about it.
Lady Gaga found out about the plot to bomb her concert the same way everybody else did, in the news the next day.
Serious?
Yeah, so Lady Gaga, of course, had her show in Rio de Janeiro. 2 million fans showed up to this concert. It was huge.
By the way, that is mind-boggling.
It's insane how many people showed up to this concert.
What if you have to go to the bathroom and you're in the front?
Not really the key issue here, what with the bomb scare and whatnot.
So she has this huge concert, 2 million people show up, and officials in Brazil find out there was a plot to bomb the show. It was an anti-LGBTQ group who were trying to recruit teenagers to bring Molotov cocktails and homemade explosives to the event. And cops busted these guys, arrested them.
They busted them before the show. So why wouldn't they tell her before?
They said they didn't want to tell Gaga, so they didn't create a mass panic.
I'm sorry, it's her concert. If they know this, she should know that.
How do you go out and perform for 2 million people knowing there could be bombs going on?
Give her the option of saying, I'm not going to do the concert the way Taylor Swift did. They told her ahead of time and she said, I can't do this concert for my fans.
True, because Gaga would likely have the audience's well-being in mind.
And especially somebody like her who really loves her fans.
Everyone likes their fans.
No, I know, but she's special.
She loves her fans.
He's right, the little monsters are like her babies.
Chapel Roan would be like,
Oh, stop. We're pretty sure Chapel Roan loves her fans and would prefer they not get exploded. Glad everyone's okay, Lady Gaga.
It sure seems like Aaron Rodgers is married.
Married?
Aaron Rodgers was spotted multiple times wearing what appeared to be a wedding band on that finger.
Really?
He was initially seen at the Kentucky Derby on like some sort of gala event, red carpet event, and it's very clear to me it is a wedding band. It's black. It's a band. It's kind of a masculine.
Was the
wedding
woman
band.
there that he's been dating?
No, well, maybe. We don't know. Nobody's seen her.
Who is it?
It's a model. He was on a podcast and said that it was a serious relationship.
Pat McAfee. He goes on Pat McAfee all the time, and he drops hints hints about her all the time. He initially said a few months ago, call her Brittany with an I. That's all we know about her.
Brittany with an I at the end instead of a Y?
You think he's talking about the one after the R?
Yeah.
They're all after the R.
Does he eventually announce it? Maybe he'll announce it on Pat.
I would imagine that would be kind of up next, if he's on the show at least.
It's B-R-I-N-T-I.
You just spelled Branty.
God, Charlie. It's hard to spell that name.
Coming up.
David Beckham turned 50 years old. He had like a huge birthday in London. Brooklyn and Nicola Peltz, his wife, flew out to London. Well, remember, Brooklyn and his younger brother Romeo, they've been like beefing hard, all because the girl that Romeo is dating, she had some kind of something with Brooklyn back in the day.
So they're Eskimo brothers.
And actual brothers too. It's a rare double.
Coming up.
Madonna showed up to her boyfriend Akeem Morris's 29th birthday.
Yeah, go Madonna!
Good for her.
Be right back.
That's the Beckham family all together to celebrate David's 50th birthday, though something's missing. And no, we don't mean Victoria's bra. We mean their son, Brooklyn.
David and Victoria Beckham totally shaded their son, and it's really icy.
Yes, though Tom Cruise, Gordon Ramsay, and Ava Longoria showed up, David's own son, Brooklyn, and his wife, Nicola, didn't. And it's all because Brooks' brother, Romeo, broke the most famous set of rules ever. No, the bro code! Because Brooklyn is pissed that Romeo is currently dating one of his exes, Kim Turnbull.
So they're Eskimo brothers.
And actual brothers too. It's a rare double.
Regardless, Brooklyn and Nicola did fly out to celebrate with David privately, but Mom and Dad said, nope, grow up and come to the party, to which Brooklyn responded, Eskimo, no.
So they didn't see him at all.
They did not see him.
Wow. Brooklyn is trying to protect the family because he thinks Romeo's girlfriend is trying to infiltrate their family.
That's not up to you to decide.
You can totally be upset that the brother is now dating your ex, but then at a point, you gotta move on.
If emotionally he can't handle it.
Then maybe it was for the best he didn't go. We may never know, but one thing is crystal clear.
Victoria and David are pro-Eskimo.
Well, they're lovely people, but we think he means they're okay with the bro code violation, which really opens the dating pool for the Beckham kids. Hope you still had a good birthday despite the drama, David.
The Met Gala is tonight, very exciting. And in addition to the strict no phone policy, Anna Wintour has banned 3 foods: chives, onions, and garlic. And it's not just because they're for bad breath, it's just because Anna Wintour is not particularly fond of them, is what she said. But this year is called, the event's called Tailored for You, so I think it's gonna be a lot of menswear.
Wait. Women are gonna wear large suits?
Well, it's the theme is tailored for you, so it's like tailored, you think of like a men's suit.
What if it's Taylor Swift?
That would be awesome.
She's not going, so.
She's not going?
Probably not. Lauren Sanchez and like Jeff aren't going. Elon's not going.
Blake Lively, I don't think's going, right?
Wait, so who is the big celebrity?
Definitely Rihanna and A$AP Rocky will be there because A$AP Rocky's one of the hosts.
Is she gonna let Bianca go? And Kanye?
No.
Oh, would that be something? She comes in nothing. Tailored for you.
And now, from the man who brought you MAGA comes Mamgabmentia! Make American movies great again by making them in America!
So President Trump is taking his tariff policy and slapping it on Hollywood movies.
Yes, the president wants to put a 100% tariff on any and all movies coming into our country that are produced in foreign lands.
And that is a lot of movies.
Because it's not only foreign movies, it's also American movies that film outside the U.S.
Like, remember when Tom Cruise climbed the Burj Khalifa and like what a big deal that was?
Yeah.
Now you can't do that.
All of Mission Impossible is filmed overseas.
Which gives Hollywood a true impossible mission.
But the reason that so many films are made overseas is because it's so expensive to film here.
But what if a script calls for a scene in another country?
So then, everybody has to film in the United States. So which state is going to say, we're kind of like Italy, you know? And which state's going to say, we're kind of like Brazil?
And we're kind of like being insensitive, so stop that. But a lot of people will be angry about these tariffs, including California's governor.
Newsom already had his own plan to do like $750 million in incentives, trying to get movies back to Hollywood.
But you know what? That should have been done 10 years ago.
Too late now. So, Hollywood, good luck finding places in America that don't look like America.
What about jolly old London, for example?
These accents are horrific.
Keep going. What looks like Jamaica? Do that one.
Yeah, there's no tariffs on cancel culture yet.
Madonna showed up to her boyfriend Akeem Morris's 29th birthday.
Yeah, go Madonna!
Good for her.
There's video of her getting down, like really dancing with him and everything. She posted pictures of it all and said, "Happy birthday to my favorite tourist." He then commented, "I love you, wifey."
He said wifey?
He calls her wifey, yes.
So if you're 29 and you're dating Madonna and you want to get married, how do you go ring shopping for her?
Oh, God, what a good question.
What do? You can't ask her for the money.
Can I borrow your credit card?
Yeah. That's when you have to do something special and just make one.
Yeah, I mean, what's it going to mean to her if she gets a huge ring?
Yeah, she can buy it herself.
Right. So you get a pass with Madonna. You can go to Zales. Yeah, you can go to Zales.
Wouldn't you love to see Madonna with like that little engagement ring with like the little 1 carat on it?
Coming up.
Everybody's favorite stoner duo, Chichin Chong. Turns out they hate each other.
We split up for years.
I did not know this. They hated each other.
I am brokenhearted.
We got to bring in the bucks. Yeah, you know, their money's there, the friendship's there.
Everybody's favorite stoner duo, Chichin Chong. Turns out they hate each other.
I did not know this. They hated each other.
So yeah, Chichin Chong is out right now promoting their movie, Chichin Chong's last movie. Chong just starts saying,
we split up for years. Like, we weren't going to get back together again because we have both got huge egos. Yeah. But then my son realized that there's more money in Chichin Chong than there is in Chong.
I am brokenhearted.
I didn't remember their career, but they were rock stars and made great movies.
Up in Smoke is one of the seminal movies of my life, yeah.
I mean, it kind of makes sense though, right? Like when you're working that closely together all the time, like there's gonna be some friction and
especially
conflict.
for 50 years.
Yeah.
Like even Fleetwood Mac, I mean, you can go back to like Lucille Ball and Ethel. Like they all hated each other.
That's true.
Do you and Charles like always see eye to eye?
Yeah, 5'5" to 5'5", dude. Just dead stare.
There's more money in Chichin Chong.
Coming up.
Miami was the place to be for all celebrities thanks to the Formula One Miami Grand Prix. Joe Burrow and his employee, Olivia Ponton. They were spotted leaving a Sprinter van.
I don't think they're dating. She's also said in the past she doesn't swing that way.
Swing what?
Swing what way?
Miami was the place to be for all celebrities this weekend, thanks to the Formula One Miami Grand Prix. But one of the most interesting spottings was Joe Burrow and his employee, Olivia Ponton. So there were a couple times that they were spotted leaving a Sprinter van. One time there were a ton of women in between the two, but sure enough, Joe exits the van, about 5 or 6 women, and then at the very end, Olivia Ponton, Sports Illustrated swimsuit model, who also, back in December, called in his burglary at his Ohio home, saying,
"Oh, right.
I'm an employee of Joe Burrow's." No, they're hooking up.
Wait, so with a bunch of women, though, it does seem like she might
It's
be
like
just
all
an
her
employee.
girlfriends. So
Right?
he was just hosting all of
I
her
don't think
girlfriends.
they're dating. She's also said in the past she doesn't swing that way.
Swing what?
Swing what way?
She's, I guess, bisexual.
Oh, well, then that's okay.
No, it's okay, but I don't think they're
that's
dating.
not okay. I mean, then it makes sense.
Then that makes that car ride a whole lot of fun.